Okay, so I just watched your fucking video, and if I wasn't 175 miles away from you, I'd punch you right in the face. Because you were wrong. I love you. And it's just your opinion, but my opinion is your opinion is wrong. Where do I begin with this fucking team? I can tell you one thing. I'm really close to fucking changing teams. This is just a shit organization from top down. That's what it's always going to be. As long as those fucktards are running it, keep running it, it's a shitty organization. It's not. It's talked about like it's the shit, but the fucking Pittsburgh, New England, the Giants, totally different class organization than our shit fucking organization. And I'm so ready to jump ship because I'm tired of this shit. Same dumb shit every year. Let's hire a fucking Canadian football coach that's never coached in the NFL as a head coach. That was a great fucking idea. Let's take a number 2 overall pick, a quarterback who has no exceptional talent or skills, not exceptional arm strength, not exceptional football IQ, not exceptional athlete. Let's bypass a bunch of defensive players we need to go get a fucking question mark. Because that's what this team needs, another question mark. Great fucking idea. John Fox will be gone after this year. He's going to be the scapegoat for this stupid fucking idea. Before I get into fucking my calm down version of the draft, you say we're going to win 7 games. You are high on PCP and White Girl because we won't win 3 games this year. I'll be your fucking butler for a week if we fucking win more than 2 fucking games this year. Book it. Now, I don't even know if I want to get into this fucking quarterback because it just makes my blood pressure go high every fucking time I think about this asshole. But like I said, when I started looking at draft shit in fucking November, there was only one consistent thing. This was a shitty quarterback draft from top to bottom. Every person said it. Not one person spoke out. Analyst, scout, media person said, yeah, well, no, I think this quarterback might work if put in the right circumstances. They were all shit. 2 might be backups in the NFL. 2. Not starters. Not day 1 starters. Not probable starters. Maybe backups. And you take the 2nd overall pick and waste it. And here's how you know it's a waste. There was only this much difference statistically and talent-wise between the quarterback we took 2nd overall and the Cleveland Browns taking DeShone Kizer in the 4th round. There was no great talent difference. We're just stupid, and the Browns now in bizarro fucking world NFL is smart. You don't take the 2nd overall pick unless he's got exceptional arm talent, exceptional football IQ, exceptional athletic ability. And 6'2" is not okay size. 6'3" is not okay size. 6'5", Big Ben. That's ideal football quarterback size. And he doesn't have a fast release. It was in sports science that Deshaun Watson had the fastest release of any of the quarterbacks. Also the one with a national championship. Not the shitbird we took, who couldn't even beat out a guy for 3 years he sat behind. And now that guy isn't even in the fucking NFL. That's who we took, hopefully, at our number 2 fucking pick. Instead of taking Jamal Adams, who is a day 1 plug-in safety, which we need, which the city would have embraced wholeheartedly. I guarantee if that would have went out, there would have been eruptions from Wrigley to fucking Gary, Indiana. Because that's what the fuck the Bears have been wanting, the Bear fans have been wanting, is a fucking day 1 starting safety. Not a 3rd round hope. Not a fucking guy that's 32 from another team that we just have a good feeling about, even though he's done and everybody knows it except for the Bears front office. Now let's just look at why the fuck we need a number one corner or maybe a day one starting safety out of this draft. Well, let's see. Week 1, Atlanta, Julio Jones. Who's going to cover Julio week 1? Prince Amukamara? Or no, I know, Joe. Maybe you'll cover him. Are you going to cover Julio week 1? Week 2, Mike Evans. You going to cover Mike Evans? Because I don't think Cooper is going to cover him. Or what's that other fuckface we drafted a few years ago in the first round that didn't work out? Maybe he'll cover Mike Evans. Yeah, that's it. Who the fuck else do we got? Steelers, Antonio Brown. Oh, I know. Fucking Tillman will come back and he'll re-enter the NFL and he'll cover fucking Antonio Brown. Then who do we got? We got Nelson. We never had anybody that could cover fucking Jordy Nelson. And that's just the first 5 weeks. So I got us starting out at 0-6 because we go Atlanta, Pittsburgh, Tampa Bay, Green Bay, Detroit. Do we have any offensive weapons that can put up points against these teams? No. Do we have any defensive weapons that can stop any of these teams? No. So that's 0-5. And then it's Baltimore, and then it's like I don't see us beating San Francisco. I don't see us beating Cleveland this year. We might go 1-15. Like the Bears always do. We'll beat somebody we're supposed to get annihilated by on like a Thursday night, and that'll be our only fucking win this year. That's why you take corner or safety with that first pick. So we have some hope of keeping Julio Jones from setting an NFL record with 375 yards opening fucking weekend against us. Because unless you're going to cover him with 6 guys, that's the only way the Bears are stopping Julio Jones. You think there's value in getting quarterbacks when the quarterback of this draft class has no value. There's no difference from a guy we would have taken in the 4th round to the 2nd round. We would just got a lot more fucking ammunition to build up our defense until next year. Because even with a starting strong safety in the first overall or in the first round and a top-notch corner in the 2nd round, we're still only winning 4 or 5 games this year. So we still got to crack at all the great quarterbacks coming out next year. Guys that they're comparing to Elway, Marino, Favre. You want those names associated with it? Or do you want fucking, well, he might be a Mark Sanchez in this league. That's who we're taking 2nd overall. So I'm done with the quarterback thing because my chest is starting to hurt. I think there's hope with the tight end. Being that big and that fast and that physical. Even from a small school, I think there's definitely something to work with there. I'm not excited about the midget because what midget outside of Darren Sproles has ever worked out in this league? None. One crack and they're done. The safety from Alabama, this safety that's going to save our fucking world. I'm not saying you said that, Joe, but that's what the fucking Bears... We still got a safety. Answer me this. Leading up to the draft, how much did you hear about this safety from Alabama? You heard about the defensive line from Alabama. You heard about the corners from Alabama. You heard about the linebackers from Alabama. Nobody knew who the fuck this guy was unless you were like super deep into the draft. That doesn't worry anybody? That doesn't worry you that nobody's talking about this defensive player from Alabama when they're talking about every other defensive player from the Alabama? It's a bullshit pick. It's a desperate... We'll see. Here's the defensive player we took for you. How do you go into the best defensive draft in the last 5 years and get one guy that nobody's talking about? This draft, pure and simple, was how do I keep my job? I know. I'll draft a quarterback, and it'll create a ruckus, and everybody will be talking about it. And then when we go 2-14 next year, I'll say, well, we didn't start the quarterback because he needed a year of season. Just give me one more year in Chicago, and we'll make this work. It's bullshit Chicago Bears ethics. Plain and simple. Because, Joe, tell me this. When we go 2-14, and we will go 2-14, do we take a quarterback again next year with the second overall pick? Or the first overall pick? Or do we then take a left tackle to take the blind side for this shit quarterback that we're now stuck with? I just got off of 8 years being stuck with a shit quarterback, and now it looks like I'm going to stuck with another 5 years of a shit fucking quarterback. This is why I'm ready to jump ship on this bullshit fucking team. Two and 14. Fox is fired at the end of the year. They bring in an offensive-minded head coach to coach up Mitch Trubisky, but he's shit. He's never going to be anything better than a backup. Instead of spending the year building our defense and having a running game and having a game-managing quarterback and maybe pulling 4 or 5 wins out and then getting the fucking franchise guy next year. That makes sense. Our defense is still shit. Our offensive weapons are still shit. And our quarterback is still shit.